This is the Classical Ideas Podcast. Welcome to the Classical Ideas Podcast. This is Greg Soden. Today's topic are the Brahma Kumaris. Brahma Kumaris it's a relatively new religious movement founded in northwest India in the 1930s before partition. There are somewhere between 400,000 and 800,000 practitioners of Brahma Kumari in the world, with a sizable majority being women. Today the movement is almost entirely run by women. The Brahma Kumaris movement, which used to be called Om Mandali, began and developed around the empowerment of women in India and also a rejection of the caste system and patriarchal structure. The Brahma Kumaris believe in souls, a god called the Supreme Soul, and karma. They are practitioners of open-eyed meditation for the purpose of mind purification. There are some lifestyle recommendations in the movement and include any or all of the following: the wearing of white clothes symbolizing purity, daily 4 a.m. meditation and daily 6:30 a.m. classes, a strict lacto-vegetarian diet, abstention from alcohol, tobacco, and prescription drugs, and more. Today my guest is Sheetal Dharmadhikari, a practitioner of the Brahma Kumaris for around 11 years. She is from Pune, India, and we had a chance to meet through my friend Nishant Jain, my guest on episode 9 of this podcast. My thanks to Nishant and Shirin for their assistance in organizing this episode. So without further ado, I bring you my conversation with Sheetal Dharmadhikari. Welcome to the Classical Ideas Podcast. I am here today to talk about Brahma Kumaris with Sheetal Dharmadhikari. So thank you so much for coming on the Classical Ideas Podcast.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So if you could go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit, maybe talk a little bit about your background, that would be really great to introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, I am Dr. Sheetal Dharmadhikari. I am from Pune, Maharashtra, India. I came across the Brahma Kumaris in the year around 2002. I saw their advertisement in the paper about open-eyed meditation, and I was very interested. And so I met the particular sister in the center, and that's how my journey with the Brahma Kumaris started.
Did you have a spiritual path before?
I was more into spirituality in the sense that I used to believe in God. I used to pray daily. And of course, there were many questions in my mind. And then after I came in contact with the Brahma Kumaris, and when I did their course, I had so many of my questions were answered.
Excellent. So it is not going to be surprising for me to tell you that I bet that almost no one in the United States has heard of the Brahma Kumaris movement. I know that there's a presence here, and I know that there's major centers, but it's something that I'm really unfamiliar with, so I'm really happy that you are willing to talk to me about this because I'm going to learn a lot today. So who are the Brahma Kumaris?
The Brahma Kumaris is a very large spiritual NGO, non-governmental organization, who are associated with the United Nations as well as have a presence in the UNICEF. And they are a large global organization who are working for bringing values in the society so as to create harmony within ourselves and create a better world for us.
So what are some of the core values that all
Yeah.
Brahma Kumaris share?
Yeah. Actually, we have a false belief that we are the body. But the Brahma Kumaris introduce us to our real identity. They show us that we are souls, okay, residing in this body, right? And therefore, if you are soul conscious, you will come to the right things. Since we are body conscious, we have acquired all the vices such as anger, pride, greed, jealousy, envy, lust. And this is what we have to overcome. And to overcome this, they are teaching us the right path. How to overcome this? This is the most basic aspect of the humans, that we are body conscious. We have forgotten that we are souls. And this is what they are again introducing us to.
That's really fascinating. And those are all emotions that I think that every person struggles with today. I mean, especially in the United States, you think about societies moving faster and faster and faster, and all the stress and anxiety and the worry and the fear that comes with living in a society like that. Is there like a way to fight against those kinds of emotions within Brahma Kumaris?
Yes. So if you follow their teachings, you will find that you become more stable. Right.
Excellent. So, what do you do every day? Like, what are some of your daily habits, like as a Brahma Kumaris?
Yeah. As a Brahma Kumaris, we follow certain beliefs and practices. Like we believe that we are souls and we are not a body. And to this end, we get up early in the morning, around 4 o'clock, to meditate. And then around 7 o'clock, we hear the daily godly versions, which are called murlis. And then we put this godly versions into practice in our day-to-day life. And we also have certain practices, like we don't eat non-vegetarian food. Then this is the discipline that we follow. And then we read the murlis daily, and practicing celibacy is also a part of this spiritual organization.
So I know you mentioned earlier about open-eyed meditation.
Yes, it is.
And it's the technical term for that is Raja Yoga.
Yes.
Is it not? Okay. So how does that help you in your day-to-day life?
Yes, because when you do Raj Yoga meditation, you see, Raj Yoga meditation teaches you that you are a soul, and your the Supreme Soul, that is whom you call Godfather, he is your spiritual father. He is the father of the soul. So if you consider yourself as a soul, you can connect to the Supreme Soul, right? And when you connect to him, you will acquire all the innate values in yourself which you have lost. We acquire all those powers again, right? See, now nobody has the power to tolerate, the power to adjust, the power to face, the power of discrimination, the power to judge. So all these powers we have to again acquire, and so that we can change ourselves. Because the body consciousness leads to anger, pride, jealousy, and all negative tendencies. But what are the qualities of the soul? They are peace, knowledge, happiness, love, purity, strength. So this is what we acquire.
So as a practitioner of the Raja Yoga and open-eyed meditation, does that help you? Like, can you like go into meditation while you're out and about, like in public?
Yes, you can meditate anywhere you wish, because it is just a connection. Yoga means a connection. So here, when you are soul conscious, you connect with God. So you can connect with him anytime, anywhere. Right? So there is no place that you have to sit in one place and meditate.
That's really fantastic because, I've been to some meditation sanghas, and it's motionless and silent, and the thought of being able to travel through the day doing things in the world while in meditation is really interesting to me, especially having grown up here where it's just fast. Life is fast. Life gets faster and faster, and the thought of being able to go slower in a state of meditation while also being productive in your day-to-day life is really interesting. Also sounds challenging. Is it hard to do?
Yeah, you have to practice. It is not just you will change overnight. It is a lifelong journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's an onward journey.
Fantastic. What are some of your favorite things about the movement? What drew you to Brahma Kumari?
Well, as I said, I was drawn towards this, and all my questions were answered here when I did the 7 day. It's a 7 day course before you really start attending their daily sessions. So all my questions were answered, and then it was wonderful that I found that I found changes in me, both at the physical, mental, and emotional level, and I liked it.
Wonderful. Who are some of your role models within the movement?
Yeah, our role models. My role model is the founder of this movement, that is Prajapita Brahma Baba, and who is no more now. But and the at present the senior dadis, dadijis, who had spent time with the founder, and they have brought so much of change in their lives. So these are our role models.
And I know that it's a movement that has a lot of roles for women. It's almost essentially a
Yes,
women's
yes,
empowerment movement, is it
exactly.
not? So, can you talk a little bit about the role of women and the importance of women within the
Yes,
movement?
yes. God is the only one who empowers women. And if you see in this movement, all the administrative heads are women. It is run by women who are dedicated with a sense of devotion, renunciation, and sacrifice for the welfare of the society. So it's not that there are no brothers, there are brothers also, but they work with each other with respect and humility.
Wonderful. So are there any? So I've read varying numbers. I've read that there are either between 400,000 and 800,000 practitioners, but there might also be as many as 1,000,000.
Yes.
Where are most of the Brahma Kumaris in the world?
They are spread all over the world. We have got centers in 110 countries and around 8,500 centers spread over these 110 countries, and with headquarters at New York, then Nairobi, Sydney, London, and which other place? Russia. In all places there are. In all countries you'll find the presence of Brahma Kumaris.
So, are there any sort of problems or oppression facing practitioners at all anywhere in the world?
Uh, See, some people find it difficult to accept the fact that God comes in human form to impart this knowledge. Also, some people find it difficult to believe the practices and beliefs which are followed in the Brahma Kumaris. Like, as I told you, not eating non-vegetarian food, giving up onion and garlic, then practicing celibacy. So these are some of the factors which they are facing. Otherwise, there is no problem.
So, what do you see as some of the major problems facing the world today?
See, the society and the world at large are facing many problems like social, economic, political, religious. And the Brahma Kumaris, they feel that all these can be overcome by character development, character building. Because as they say, if character is lost, everything is lost. So their aim is character formation and maintaining peace.
So, what would be some examples of how to develop character or what to do? Like, what if a person wanted to become a better person? What might a Brahma
Yes,
Kumari suggest?
yes. So the Brahma Kumaris, they give you an opportunity to learn Raj Yoga meditation, through which you can learn the universal principles and the innate values. And through meditation, you can bring in harmony in your life and harmony in your human relationships.
Fantastic. So, what are some of your spiritual goals for your life?
Yeah. Having been with this organization for the last 10 to 11 years, I found it very beneficial in my personal life, as I told you, in both my emotional and physical and mental outlook. I become more focused, and I have tried to change myself according to these principles, following the Raj Yoga meditation, and therefore I want to go deeper into this and also spread the message around so that everybody can benefit from this.
So, the last question that I have today is that I'm kind of curious what you hope that people who have never heard of Brahma Kumaris will walk away from this conversation today having learned. Like, what do you most want listeners of this episode to learn about the Brahma Kumaris movement?
Yes. The Brahma Kumaris movement is a wonderful organization, and I would love each and everyone to take up this Raj Yoga meditation so that they can lead a stress-free life and create a better world to live in.
Is there any kind of suggestions that you would give for anybody who wants to learn more? Are there places that people can read, that books that they can buy, any things that they can listen to?
See, there are centers all over the country. If they just go on the internet, they will find the site for the Brahma Kumaris. They can contact any of the centers and they will be very glad to help you out. And you can do the Raj Yoga meditation course. You have to do the 7-day course, and then you can be a regular student of the Brahma Kumaris. So I want everybody to take up this course. It will be a real help to them. They'll enjoy it.
Fantastic. Dr. Dharmadhikari, this has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
And I thank you for spending some time with me and coming on the Classical Ideas podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome. If you'd like to know more about the Brahma Kumaris, please visit their website, www.brahmakumaris.org. That's spelled BRAHMAKUMARIS.org. They have in-depth information posted on Raja Yoga, information on the soul, and much, much more. They have tons of video lectures as well. My best wishes to Dr. Dharmadhikari for her time. If you're enjoying the Classical Ideas podcast, you can help by subscribing to the show in your format of choice, whether that be iTunes, Stitcher, CastBox, or even YouTube. The show will also be coming to iHeartRadio in October. Also, if you could rate the show, that would help. Podcasts get pushed to larger audiences when they receive ratings. If you could take a minute and rate the show wherever you listen, that would be amazing. Lastly, if you like an episode and you use social media, please share the show with your friends. The Classical Ideas podcast is written and performed by me, Greg Soden. Original music is composed and performed by Derek Strybig. And you can find his music at www.wearewarmmusic.com. Thanks for listening.